Okay, last time we were talking about rhythm, no? And how to come with a clear idea of the rhythms we are playing. And I showed you basically the 4 notes now we need. The whole note, half notes, fourth notes, and 8 notes. No? And by the 8 notes we have, for the first time, we had to come upside down. No? So up, down, up with our pick. So let's practice, or let's play just a little bit more. Do you feel comfortable to start with fourth notes or half notes? Let's do fourth notes,
Yeah.
maybe. Okay. So our progression was G, D, A, C. A minor, C major. No?
Yeah.
It was. Last time we were changing after 4 bars and then at the end 2 bars. No?
Yeah.
Let's start with 2 bars. Okay? So I give you the time. Let's do 1, 2, and then I count 2 bars and we can start. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sorry.
Yeah, we begin at 1, no?
Okay.
1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And change to D. 1, 2, 3, 4, A minor. 1, 2, 3, C major. Yeah, genau. 1, 2, 3, G major. 1, 2, 3, D major. 1, 2, 3, E minor. 1, 2, 3, C major. 1, 2, 3, G major. 1, 2, 3, D major. 1, 2, 3, E minor. 1, 2, 3, C major. 1, 2, 3, G major. 1, 2, D major. Okay, now let's try to do without my, my suggestion. No? So I'm not saying anymore D major, G major, or C major. We try to feel, not to count, but to feel the 2 bars. Okay, so we try to understand, okay, now is the time to change to the next chord. Okay, that's very important. You learn like your inner count. Okay, so, and that's something that has to start at the very beginning by my counting before playing. You know, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, D
Oh,
major.
sorry.
Almost. Yeah, now. Richtig. Now was E minor. start from D major. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Let's E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now without, yeah. C major. Okay, okay. Now we're starting to feel the two bars, no? Okay. It's very important. It's very important that we become a structure, not from your mind, so not by counting, but we develop the feeling for the length of these parts. Okay, I think we can change to the 8 notes, no? and trying to play up and down. Do you have a pick?
Yeah.
Okay, because without pick can be even more difficult. If you don't have today, maybe I have only one
I have here.
or two. Let's see. No, I have only one.
Okay. I have here.
Very good. Okay, let's do the same with the pick. So we do the same with 8 notes, and now we have to do both directions. Okay. I don't tell you when we have to move to the next chord. No? So we try to do it after 2 bars. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one more bar. And now E minor. Now G minor, G major. And you can turn to yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's E minor. C major. we are training, I think we have to check this length for the two bars, but we have time for this. No? Okay, I would like to show you now two elements that we need to improve and to develop our comping. No? Comping to comp, it means what we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
So actually we miss two things. No? We miss pose. No? So what happens if we don't always play? No? If we have to leave something instead of playing. And what we miss is also the combination of different rhythms. No? So because we don't have to play only whole notes, half notes, fourth notes, and so on. We have to mix, and we can check many possibilities. No? That's the good moment to write something if you have your paper.
I copy here.
Very good. You have tabs. You don't have music lines, but I can do it from this.
I don't know which because I've seen in by Amazon this tab notes notebooks or something like that. I don't know which one should I buy.
So
I thought it's the same.
It's not actually the same, but it's not bad if we have both, because I am. Have you ever learned something from tabs?
No.
So tabs is something that help you the visualization of stuff on the fretboard. Because here you have the fretboard.
Ah, okay.
You have 6 lines. 6 are the 6 strings. No?
Yeah.
Beginning from the very high string, so the E string. Then you have B. Then you have G. Then you have D. Then you have A. Then you have E. No? You have to imagine you have try to imagine the guitar this way.
Yeah.
Okay? So some people do the mistake, they think the very high line is the E string here, but actually it's the E string on this side. No? So you have to read that way. And for example, if I want you to play the very first chord we have played, no? Can you pick up the first chord? Yeah. So now I write for every string you are playing. I write the exact fret. No? For example, you are playing the E string by the 3rd fret, and I write 3 here. The 2nd string also 3rd fret, so 3. Then the G string are you on the 4th fret. Okay, so I write 4. Then you have 5 and 5, D and A string. So I write 5 and 5, and your first finger is doing the barré here at the 3rd fret, so I write 3 even here. So here it's very, very little, but now I wrote the chord you are playing. Let's write also the 2nd one. Pick up the D major, okay. So I have to write 2, 2nd fret, then 3rd fret, 3, once more 2, and then actually we play only this and maybe even this string as an open string, so without fretting. Open strings are notated with 0. Okay, so 0 means open string.
What's the meaning of that 0 from tablature?
Yeah. Now, if I don't want you to play one string, for example, I want you to play only the 5 strings without playing the E string, the very low E string. I can put this kind of cross on it. No? And this cross means you don't play it, or you play it as a ghost note. A ghost note is a note we play without let the pitch be heard. For example, it's a ghost note because I'm not playing this. I'm only playing like the noise of the string, but not the pitch. You're not hearing any pitch. No? So if I want you to play only A, D, G, B, and E string, maybe I have to stop the string with a finger, or I try not to hit the string. You can try both. No? Anyway, you feel very uncomfortable if you hear this note by the chord. It brings a kind of disturb, you know. Yeah. So now you have tablatures, and tablatures are very good if you want to know exactly where you have to pick the notes. There is one problem by tablature. We use these numbers to clarify which fret we are playing in. But we don't have numbers for our fingers. So if I write 3 here, I don't mean the third finger, I mean the third fret. And that's why sometimes we have to clarify, okay, but with which finger I have to use now? Do I have to use the first, the second, the third? And that's why I always prefer to do both. So the notes and the tablatures. Because by the notes I can write 2 as the second finger. So I think it's good if you have this kind of papers and the music papers, the actual music papers. The actual music papers have only 5 lines, not 6. But it's very practical because I use sometimes the music line to write tablatures. I only add one more line. We can do the same now. We can take one line.
Can we look in Amazon later which one should I buy, because I don't have an idea. Because there are.
We can look maybe upstairs, because here I don't know if internet works here. Okay, I wanted to show you some possibilities. So, for example, we can start using pause. Okay? Now, we were talking about 4 kinds of notes. We can talk about 4 kinds of pause. Now we have a whole note, four fourths. Now you have to count until 4. We have also a whole pause. Just a line below the second line from up. No? So the second line, you find this kind of sign, it's a whole pause. It means you have to keep silent for 4. No? So 4 fourths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Then we have a half pause. Half note. It's very similar to the whole note pause, but it's not under this line, it's over the line below. No? Half pause. Half note. 2/4, 2/4. It doesn't like they are recognizable, but it's not so difficult to recognize them. Then we have fourth note, fourth pose. That's very creative. It's a kind of 3, no? Fourth. And then the last one is the 8 note, 8 pose. It's a kind of Y, something very recognizable, no? Okay. Now we can try to combine our notes and our pose in a kind of progression, you know, so we start very easy. We can start, for example, with half pose, no? So we have only to play like half note, half pose, 2 fourth notes, and 1 half pose, each chord, no? So one, two, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, for example, no? It means I play, for example, our chord progression, each chord 2 bars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, And that's also very important that we count and we feel, even in this case, we feel the length of each note and each pose. No? Let's try it by one chord. You can choose one of the 4 chords, just one, the easiest or your favorite one. E minor. Okay. So now we have to play 1 half note, 2 fourths, then 2 fourths pose, 1 fourth, 1 first, and then half pose, or rest. Okay? We do it very slowly together. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. We begin with 1. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, perfect. Now we have to understand how we can manage the rests with the guitar. No? Because the problem of the guitar is if we do nothing, she can continue playing. No? Because the strings, they have it's called decay. So they don't stop just now because I'm not playing, but they need this time. But if you want a rest here, we need to keep silence. No? And there are 2 ways of doing of playing rests. The first way is if we stop with the right hand after having picked. So it's the same. You can choose any side of your hand. You can use the palm muting. You can use the back. It has to be comfortable for you. It's the same, and you will use even different ways in different situations. It's the same. The very important thing is that this movement has to be rhythmically as good as the picking. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I come very, very, very straight in this way. So let's try it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Yeah, it's not stop.
Yeah, you can. I'm doing this, but you can also do this if you want. So find only your comfortable way to do it. Now once more. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going further. Once more. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enough. Yeah. But it's very important that the right hand comes very, very, punctually at the appointment. Now, by 3, we have to stop the string in the first and in the second bar. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.
Stop is in the 3.
3 and 4. No? We have 1, 2 with the note. 3 and 4 stop. 1, 2 we play. 3 and 4 stop. But the very important thing by rests is the music isn't stopping. Because rests are part of the music. So we don't have to think, okay, now it's stop. Maybe it starts in 5 seconds. No. It starts after 3, 4. So we are in the music. We are not outside the music. Once more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. We are there. We are there. Now, yeah, it's something we have to practice, but it's very important to play very good rhythms. Okay, there is another way to stop strings. You can also use the left hand, just leaving the chord and putting your fingers on the strings. So it's not always the best way, because, for example, by E minor, we have to leave the fingering, and then every time we have to pick the chord once more. So it's not the best strategy. For example, if we have chords with open strings, it can be a very good thing by chords with barres, because we don't need to leave the position, we only leave to stop picking. You know, it's just a matter of the pressure. No? So, no, I'm not leaving the chord, I'm still there, and if I want to play again, I just have to have more pressure and I'm already there. So I can combine the two things. Zum Beispiel, I play G this way, and then E moll. No? Let's try it with G major. With barre. Okay, now you use only this hand, just taking the pressure away. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We have this fourth notes now.
Okay.
1.
Concentrating with that.
Yeah. But now it was very good. Yeah, now it was very good. I think with the pressure it's a good point. Once more.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Perfect. That's perfect now. Okay? So you have the record, so you know there are these two strategies to play rests. Now we can see how we can play, for example, fourth rests. No? It's like we can play this combination. Now we have by 1 and 3 we play the chord, and by 2 and 4 we have pause or rest. Now, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, so technically it's the same. We only have to see if we are by a barre chord or by a chord with open strings. We can choose between the first and the second solution. No? So it will sound like this. For example, by E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G major, the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try just the first one with E minor.
Okay.
Now I was very, very fast, but we do it a bit slower. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, perfect. It begins to dance. Now G major. We do it the other way. So you can even do both. It's not forbidden to do like this, that you at the same time with the right hand and without pressure. So because sometimes it can help if you do this movement, no? But now you can do as you want. So
Okay.
G major. So 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Very nice. Wonderful. No? So now we are starting playing with rests. Do you have any questions about things we were doing now? Okay, there are a few steps we can do. I don't know if it's good to pack everything together now. I would like to do many steps, so it's not too much.
Let's try.
Yeah. We can do something in the middle. For example, we can combine these two. This way. We play like this. Half note, half rest, fourth note, fourth rest, fourth note, fourth rest. Just to keep everything together. Yeah. So now we have, in the third line, we have to combine 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No? And then I will stop here for this purpose now because there's time to do the other stuff. Let's try it by E minor. So 2 bars before, 1, 2, and 1, 2, we have the rest. I show you once more. 1, 2, rest, rest, 1, rest, 1, rest, 1, 2, rest, rest, 1, rest, 1, rest. The last one. It's a mix between this and this. So we have the first bar like this, and the second bar from this example.
I think I don't understand.
So we have the first example with the half rest.
Yeah.
Then the second one had the fourth rest. Now the third example takes one bar from the first, so we have half note, half rest, and the second bar comes from the second example. Fourth note, fourth rest, fourth note, fourth rest. So it's a combination between the two concepts, or between the two examples. No? If you don't understand, you can always ask.
It's maybe the counting where to yeah. But try.
Yeah, we try, but so
I just follow.
E minor, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay. Did you understand now? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I just have looked to the. Okay. I think I gave you enough stuff for your mind. Before we, do you have any problems with the time? So
No, I don't have.
because I would like to, if you want, you can play something, maybe even the House of the Rising Sun.
I have hier was mitgebracht.
Yeah.
Und ich habe auch eine Frage.
Yeah.
Wie kann man das so lesen? I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's not so.
It's
So.
the easy chord.
So I play what's here. You have capo 2, so actually you play this, but you're with capo. Do you know what capo is?
No.
Okay. Capo is this object that can do a kind of barrier,
Okay.
and then you can play these chords, but beginning from the second fret, not from the open string. No? Maybe I have one. Nee, I don't have my capo with me, but next time I can bring it and I show you. So the rhythm. Okay, now how do you have to read it? Actually, it's a bit later than the stuff we are doing, but we are going to do this anyway, so I show you. So, these notes are 16th notes.
Oh, okay.
It's the step after the 8th notes. No? It means that you have to play 4 notes per fourth. Now, so your movement 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your basic movement during the whole comping. For example, if we play continuously, like this. Now the problem is that we don't have to pick every note, but only the ones with the arrow. And if the arrow is up down, we have to do this picking. The other way we have to pick. So that's why, for example, by the first fourth we have to pick the very first and the last 16th. It means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. By the second fourth, we have the second and the fourth 16th. So we pick not the first, the second, not the third, the fourth. So the combination between 1 and 2 is when we look at the third fourth, we have to pick the first 16th, the third and the fourth. It means so the first, the second without picking, the third and the fourth. And the fourth is like the third. They are the same. So if I play until here, from the very first to the fourth, So I'm not a great fan of this kind of notation because it's not clear, and it's it's even very difficult to think. You have 8 notes now. You don't know. That's why I want to teach you bars, because if you think about bars, you have 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and then you have the big construction. No? It's a very very unusual way to notate.
I just seen it. Why there's something like that? Maybe the strumming or so.
Yeah.
I think it's also complicated.
Yeah, but it's much more complicated than it actually is if you can read rhythms in bars. But I can play one example, so you can try to do it alone. No? So for example, I play the first strophe, the first verse.
Okay.
So I think maybe it helps you more if you try to do after my movement. That's why I play it very slowly, because it's usually slower, because maybe you can check the movement and try to do it after my movement. No? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is also one of the very first songs I teach to students who can already change chords. So maybe we can check it even together if you want.
Yeah.
No? Did you already try to play?
Yeah, I tried it at home, but
you can show me something. Yeah.
Should I do the intro thing?
You mean this one?
This.
But it's the same like the verse.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Can you sing the song?
Yeah.
If you want, you can try. So it's
okay. I try to sing it.
Yeah.
But it's not easy to sing with guitar.
Yeah.
So I started. use this.
Yeah, if you play only the 4 strings, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. No, it's important for me to understand what you already can do and what you miss by the comping. And yeah, I noticed that the work we are doing is very important to do, to keep structure in your comping. You know? Yeah, but you can try to do what I recorded by this song. The very beginning was right. So it is. But then, you tend to lose this rhythm.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing if you start only playing the guitar by this song and trying to achieve.
To listen.
Yeah, to listen and to achieve what I already record you.
Yeah.
For the verse at least. No? Nice.
But sometimes I do it at home and then just playing, and then yes, when I sing I lose the control of the strumming and
yeah, but it depends not on the singing, it depends on the strumming. So if we gain this control, then you can sing and strum without problems. It's a very, very important process. Very good. So I will suggest you to try this stuff I gave you with the rhythm. Try it at first by 1 chord, and then if it's working on 1 chord, you can try with the same progression. Now, if you want, many chords, than the 4, you can try any kind of progression you want. It's not important. The important thing is that by 1 chord you have no problems. No? It means that you are comfortable with the rhythm. As far as you're comfortable with 1 chord, then you can change and move to the chord progression. Okay? So I would say you do as the first one, then the second one, and only if the 2 of them are very good working, then you move to the 3rd one. Okay? It's very important. It's actually the thing you need to be comfortable by something like this. Okay? Very nice. Then next time we try to connect the guitar to the PA, because I think it's good if you hear how it sounds. No? Maybe it's gonna be good for you even by the streaming, no? So you need it too. Do you sing many songs when you stream?
Yeah, I sing lots of songs, especially when there's no guest singer. Then I sing the whole 4 hours or
4 hours.
Yeah, I mix songs, ballads, and then